Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we are doing another, yet again, card analysis. I really do think this is going to be a series. This is the third one, and the previous two have done pretty well, and it seems like y'all are enjoying them. So we're going to keep going here. Today, the player that we have new in the game from our All-Decade Defense promo is Keith Bulluck. The linebacker, he played for the Titans. 2003 is the year. You can take a look at his stats real quick here. I do want to notice today the archetypes. Keith Bulluck is a pass coverage linebacker, and the other two we're going to be looking at are Clay Matthews, who is a run stopper, and the Lorenzo Alexander, who is a power rusher. And I'll mention those at the end at some point. But again, there's nothing else in the game. Of course, you can take a look at the set. We'll hop over there right now. There you go. So the collectibles you need is safety, D-end, and linebacker, 15 of each of those, along with the players and 500 highlights. To get this 98, to unlock this set though, you have to play all 6 events first. Easy enough, and if you don't have enough highlights, there is a pack in the store that you can buy for 1,000 gems. That will give you, I believe, 450 highlights. So that'll easily get you over the number of highlights that you would need to get this Keith Bulluck. Again, I'm personally not going to be getting him because I'm going after J.J. Watt. So if I do go after a linebacker, it's going to be the Clay Matthews, since he is the only one of these three that is going to be helping me towards the J.J. Watt. But that's all there is to talk about in the game, so let's hop on over to Root Tools. So here's a comparison here between the three of them. We've got Keith Bulluck on the left, Clay Matthews in the middle, Lorenzo Alexander on the right. And do notice that Lorenzo Alexander is a 99, one overall higher than the other two. The best true overall, I would think of as being the person who has the biggest difference between their true overall and their actual overall in the game. So that would be Clay Matthews, and then Keith Bulluck would be second, and then Lorenzo Alexander. But obviously Alexander is a 99, so his true overall is the highest of the three. So if that's what you're looking for, he's the guy to try to get. If not, then it would be Clay Matthews, which would be a lot easier since you can get him from a set. Let's jump right into it here. First thing to look at is speed, and this is going to be something really important for the comparison of these three players. Keith Bulluck has 93 speed. You don't always see linebackers with a ton of speed, especially middle linebackers with a ton of speed. He has 93, which is really good. 88 for Clay Matthews and only 87 for Lorenzo Alexander. And that's a key factor in my overall decision of who is the best between these three. Moving on, Keith Bulluck has the best strength, he has the best agility, he has the best acceleration, he has the worst awareness, but only by 2 and 3 behind the others. So really, movement stats are really, really good, and awareness, even though it's worse than the other two, it's still 96, which is really good. So moving down to defense now, he has the worst tackle, and Clay Matthews has the best with 99, but 94 is still solid. And it's better than some other linebackers and middle linebackers that I've seen. Hit power, all of them are in around the same range. Keith Bulluck with 91 is solid, it's decent. He has 83 power moves, which is decent, but it's nowhere near the 95 that Lorenzo Alexander has, and that's just crazy to see that on a linebacker, but he is a power rusher, so it makes sense. So if that's what you're looking for, I mean, 95 power moves is really good. He doesn't really have the finesse moves though, only 79, but compared to the 64 and 62 from the other two, it's crazy good. Surprising thing though, the best block shedding isn't Alexander, it's actually Clay Matthews, and the second best is Keith Bulluck. So that's a really good stat for Clay Matthews there with 92. But it's not really good enough to get him over the edge, in my opinion. He also has the best pursuit with 96, but the other two are right there, with Keith Bulluck having 95. With play rec, Bullock has 99, so does Alexander. Matthews only 95. And then the coverages, obviously Keith Bulluck is the pass coverage linebacker, so he has to have really good coverages. only 75 man, which is still better than the other two, but then 90 zone, which is really, really good to see on a linebacker. So comparing that, or rather pairing that with all of his other stats, but especially the speed, having 93 speed, which is 5 better than Clay Matthews and 6 better than Lorenzo Alexander, in my opinion, that puts him on top of all of these here. So I do think that Keith Bulluck is the best linebacker. However, if you are looking for more of a power rusher, then Lorenzo Alexander is a really, really good option. Obviously, 95 power moves is just crazy. So that's my thoughts on these cards. I think they're all good. As I said earlier, I'm not going to be going after the Keith Bulluck. And obviously, I'm going to try to pull Lorenzo Alexander if I can. But if I do end up getting a linebacker, it's going to be Clay Matthews because he's the one that's going to help me towards the J.J. Watt. So y'all let me know down in the comments if you have a different opinion, if you think either Clay Matthews or Lorenzo Alexander is actually the best one here. And maybe we'll have a little debate down in the comments. But that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.